He's universally recognized as the king of martial arts movies after making only one Hollywood film. He died young, aged just 32, and went on to become the biggest movie star in history. And he influenced popular culture more than anyone, before or since.
Bruce totally inspired me and made me dream and made me realize that I wanted to be a filmmaker.
He definitely inspired me to want to do more with my life.
I know that Bruce Lee is the best.
Bruce Lee changed the world. It resonated not only with Asians, but it resonated with the black community, the white community.
He was a hero for an entire culture that had no heroes.
Bruce Lee is the father of mixed martial arts.
That was a huge elbow that...
Bruce Lee isn't just a fighter, he's a thinker, and the rules that he created in his book and the guidelines, they're transferable to anything in life.
He was smart enough to create this very simple, iconic image that was endlessly reproducible. He's everywhere.
We need emotional content. Don't think. Feel. That's it.
Bruce Lee, actor, icon, and skilled martial artist. A man able to perform superhuman feats that have yet to be equaled, such as a two-fingered push-up and a lethal blow called the one-inch punch. As well as a skilled martial artist, Bruce Lee was a writer, philosopher, and filmmaker. He was the first person to use his phenomenal kung fu skills on screen without the aid of special effects.
Bruce Lee totally revolutionized the way unarmed combat would be presented on screen.
But he wouldn't live to see his global impact. He died suddenly in Hong Kong, aged just 32, having starred in only 4 kung fu films. His biggest film, Enter the Dragon, was released on August 19, 1973, 4 weeks after his death. It was an instant hit, creating a superstar whose influence would change the world forever.
Secret chambers of Han's evil empire.
For many people, Enter the Dragon was their first glimpse of this new Asian superstar. The movie left a profound and lasting impression, influencing and inspiring people around the world, like rapper and actor LL Cool J.
From the first time I saw him on screen, you know, I just thought he was electrifying. He had a lot of charisma. He was magnetic, so fluid with his movements and so cat-like. It was just really, really exciting for me. A lot of his speaking he did through movement, through posture, through looks and glances. I mean, there were certain scenes where he didn't even have to say anything.
LL Cool J is the first rap artist to amass 10 consecutive platinum-selling albums. He's moved on to a successful acting career, with more than 30 films under his belt.
Bruce Lee influenced me because Bruce Lee made me want to make movies. He was a powerful human being, and you know, that inner power, I think, resonated. It jumped off the screen and touched you personally.
It's not just actors Bruce Lee has inspired. His influence can be felt in people from all walks of life.
Anybody who came into the martial arts film world, whether they admit it or not, Bruce Lee was a prime influence. More interesting is the way that people in other areas of popular culture, the rappers, the musicians, the filmmakers, directors, cinematographers, they all have been influenced by Bruce Lee.
Hollywood film director Brett Ratner cites Bruce Lee as his biggest influence. He's directed 8 feature films, grossing over $1.5 billion, and is best known for the Rush Hour trilogy, starring Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker.
First Bruce Lee film I saw was Enter the Dragon, and I became obsessed with it. I think I've watched it more than any other movie I've ever watched in my entire life, and it just completely blew me away. He had such a unique persona, such a unique style, an individuality. He made fighting entertaining. He made it fun. He made it dramatic. He made it emotional.
Actor Eddie Griffin's first experience of Bruce Lee was watching his second film, Fist of Fury, also known as The Chinese Connection. It was released in 1973, made in Cantonese and dubbed into English.
Why did you kill my teacher?
Man, we were at the drive-in theater, Kansas City, Missouri, right? It's one of those movie theaters where they have 2 screens. There's one over here and there's one here. And we were watching Fist of Fury. And there's a porno playing on the other one. Tell you how good Bruce is. Nobody was watching the porno.
We fight alone or all together?
It'll just take me to show you.
Blown away, man. We came out of the place. Immediately, everybody started emulating Bruce. Throwing kicks at your little brother, you know, at your big brother, you know. And been hooked on that dude ever since.
Fellow comedian and actor Margaret Cho first saw Bruce Lee when she was 8 years old, watching his films with her family.
He was like a beautiful, beautiful man, but also something that was not human. I think his influence for me personally was really huge, and watching him as a child made me see, or gave me the notion that I could do whatever I wanted. I don't know like how I got the idea that I could be a comedian and be in movies and be in TV. I just don't know, but I realized it was because of Bruce Lee. So I feel like I have an eternal debt to him that I've got to fight somehow.
And many did just that, going on to become champions in their own field. Sugar Ray Leonard is widely regarded as one of the best fighters of his generation, earning an unprecedented 6 world championship titles in 5 weight classes.
I've told people all over the world that Bruce Lee was one of my idols, mainly because of his mental stability, because of his fighting spirit, because it was more mental than just physical.
What's more interesting is to meet people whom you would not imagine, like Carlos Santana, who you would not think was a Bruce Lee fanatic, and he came to Hong Kong. The first thing he said was, "Where's the Bruce Lee memorial? I want to go and pay respect to the spirit of Bruce Lee." So it's all pervasive, and I've encountered it again and again during my work.
Athletes, actors, artists, and musicians all cite Bruce Lee as an influence. So how did a skinny kid called Lei Siu Long rise from the back streets of Hong Kong to become the global icon known as Bruce Lee? And why, 35 years after his death, is his popularity and influence stronger than ever?
Water can flow or creep or drip or crash. Be water, my friend.
Bruce Lee's philosophy has sparked an unusual following across European cities. This is free running, the art of expressing yourself physically as you move across urban spaces. Free running is an offshoot of a discipline that first emerged in France, known as parkour. It took Bruce Lee's philosophy of developing instinctive movement and applied it to how a body can move across an urban space as freely and directly as possible.
The ultimate goal with free running is to be fluid and to attain flow. Bruce Lee said that you must move like water to flow, to adapt to any given situation. So you never stop at obstacles.